Hey guys, welcome back. Smurfy here for round one of the Vintage Cube Draft, and we would definitely like to go first with our deck. I think you do with every deck, but more so with mono red, or pretty much mono red. We're gonna mulligan that. We have nothing till turn 4. Like removal is just, and Char is like yeah. This hand is actually pretty good. We have a good 1-drop. We have a good 2-drop. Unfortunately, these aren't fetches to help the Grimlife Monster or the Searing Blaze. But you can't have it all. And Roast is okay. I can definitely see Roast could have been in the sideboard, but I really like playing it in the just like playing it here. So the third land drop is pretty good because we've got quite a high end for our red deck, and it also works with the Grimlife Monster and Searing Blaze. So I'm actually going to keep that on top. Like if we flood, then I know that we've kept the land on top, which is not helped, but at the same time, it helps with what we've got already, and it helps us with the later games. So I'm just going to do this now. That was definitely incorrect though, thinking about it, because we want it for the Searing Blaze. Yeah, it was definitely wrong to fetch that. Oh crap, you need a... Yeah, that was completely pointless. Using the fetch there was awful. People are going to probably be like, oh, but it was deck thinning. That is not a reason to fetch. Especially not when we have Searing Blades. Deck thinning is not something I take into consideration. That's fine. That gives us something to do if they don't play any creatures, which they haven't. I guess we just get in for one. I haven't really seen like a green-white, like an Abzan style deck before in this cube. So where they just play like removal, like I don't even know if there is a Sorin in this cube. I don't think there is. Just like Abzan good stuff. Oh, okay. Protection from black and green. That is fine. Next time we can just Searing Blaze that. It was still a huge misplay to play the fetch though, I think. Could have considered roasting it, but we have the landfall for Searing Blaze, so I think it's better to do that there. And roast can kill bigger creatures, like I don't even know what could be in green white, but yeah. So we could ping here, or we can attack. Because we have bolt and roast, I think we're going to have enough removal, so I'd rather do the extra damage with the ping in case they have removal. Because if this dies without using these 2 cards, and we just chose to attack him for 1, we've just wasted a damage, which is just stupid. And they've missed the land drop. Like I've definitely like not attacked with the attacked with the Grimlife Monster to save the cards, and then it's died, and then it just feels really bad. Like now we can attack with it instead, because we don't have enough things in the graveyard. And I was wrong to play the Young Pyromancer there. But if they... I don't think there is anything they could flash in. But we could bolt in, get the token. I don't know. This game is looking pretty good. We just have a 7 burn in hand, so they're only at 5 effectively. And then with these 2 in the graveyard, we've got 2 there. So that's, yeah, it's looking good. I'm going to choose to bolt their face and get the token, and then next time we can just roast this and get for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That does change things actually. I still think we want to roast. Yeah, I do think we want to roast here. Just because it's the only thing that doesn't go face. Or we could just char our opponent's face and then ping this. Yeah, I quite like that actually. Because if we attack with everything, it's just going to kill the Young Pyromancer. And I think okay, they're just going to concede. Yeah, I think the Young Pyromancer is worth way more than 2 damage. So I'd rather keep it alive and use the ping here instead of attacking with everything. Or something strange like that. So we know they're like a green deck. So I quite like Flame Tongue Kavu against these decks. I think that's about it. If they're going to flood the board with Manadorks, then Balance might be okay. But I'm not big on playing Balance. Oh, I forgot to mention, I played the Black Lotus as a land source because I don't want... Because I kind of count it as like half a land, and I'd rather have 16.5 than 17.5 in this deck. So yeah, that's why I decided to play the Black Lotus as a land. I think Moxes you always play as lands, but Black Lotus is a little bit situational, and here I would rather it as a land. I think the Kavu is good to bring in. Protection from red and white. So that's protection from half their deck, because we've seen them in white. I'm not sure if we want it though. This could be one of the games where we want to bring in the Pestamite Kiki combo, because green-white doesn't typically have too much removal. They have like instant speed removal. They have Path and Swords. I think that's it. Maybe Beast Within but they're not going to bring that in against us. Maybe I don't want the Flame Tongue Kavu. I think our 4-drops are just better than that. Yeah, we're just going to run the same. Maybe Oblivion Ring, because they probably have Planeswalkers. But I think we just want to play Streamlined and kill them as quick as possible. We're not going to beat them with Oblivion Rings in our hand. Not until we actually see like a good Planeswalker target that we want to kill. This hand is just too reactive. Yep, this hand is fine. We do not need that. It's just like one of the weakest cards in the deck, so there's no reason to keep on top. Turn 1 Jackal, turn 2 play a sword is fine. And it's just a card that they really don't want to use removal on as well. But once they see the Jit, they just might have to. Oh, maybe not anymore. We're just going to play the Jit and pass. Now they've seen the Jit, they might just remove the Jackal Pup. However, because this has First Strike, it's kind of keeping it at bay, because Jit, you have to deal combat damage, and this will just kill this before it actually does any damage, so you won't get any counters or anything. And it looks like they've only got white so far. I think green was perhaps a splash then. Because if they've got like double white 2-drops. Oblivion Ring. Oh yeah, because this is a league, isn't it? Yep, that's fine. Yep. Ooh, Chandra's a really good draw. Unfortunately, we can't do either yet. We're just going to have to pass here. That Char would have actually been pretty good, but I still think it was correct to put it to the bottom with what we knew we could draw over it. Yep, Mox is sweet. Sophie, yep. Protection from red and blue. Yep. So it's going to deal 2 damage to the Jackal Pup, and they draw a card. We could have Fire Blast in response, but that's a terrible play. And this is when it deals damage to a player, so if they attack the Planeswalkers that we're going to cast, it will not give them the trigger, which is very relevant. Bushwhacker, that'll be good for if we can draw some sort of like token generator. So we could take the Sacred Foundry and Shock to play around any sort of land destruction, but I think our life is too valuable with this kind of style beatdown, so I'm just going to get a mountain. It's attacking for 4, so if we play Ajani, we can't tap this down. We can't interact with this because it's got protection from red. So if we play Ajani, we're not actually going to get to untap with it, so we have to play Chandra. And although it looks really bad that they are attacking the Chandra, which it is, it's quite nice because this is like a little distraction. So they're not drawing a card for this combat phase, which is somewhat good. I don't know how we're going to interact with this anymore though. Porcelain Legionnaire maybe? No, it's not going to be enough because it's a 4/4. Oh, he's just gone straight for the dome. Okay, wow. It's bold. Oh, there's the green source. Yeah, because Stoneforge, sure. Are they expecting to flash in a Batterskull? Or have they just got the Sophie? Sort of Feast and Famine, okay. So let's get a creature back. Oh no, it's not. Discard a, so I'll discard a card and untap all of their land. Chain Lightning's okay. So it's 3 to cast and then 2 to equip. So even if we tap down a land, they still have enough to play the sword and equip. So I think that is just game. Or we could have. So that'll give an extra 2, won't it? So that'll be 6. So I guess we can. 8, sorry. So yeah, we can play Ajani. Deal 3 damage. And survive for an extra turn. I'm going to do it this way around because it makes more sense to just Chain Lightning the creature. Actually, it makes no difference. Yeah, so we're alive for one more turn. I'm not sure what we could draw though to get out of this. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. And they're going to untap all their lands as well because of the sword, so they could just play more creatures. Expect they're going face, yep. That was really bold of them to just go straight for the face, but it's actually worked out really well for them. If I had plus last turn, then we could ultimate this turn, which could have been like Fiery Confluence for 3 times is 12 damage, and then we could have Fire Blasted them, so that might have been the correct play, but they could have just redirected the sword if they needed to. So it just wouldn't have ultimated off. Yeah, it wouldn't have made any difference. There's no way we could have ultimated Chandra if they didn't want us to. Oh, they've gone for Ajani, okay. Discard. I think just Fire Blast. I think the way we're going to win is with a Reckless Bushwhacker Surged. I don't think we're going to win at all, but I think that's more realistic. Black Lotus. Okay. Bolt is not going to do it. So, on to game 3. We want to bring in the Ancient Grudge, obviously, because we've just seen what they have, and the Oblivion Ring. We could say that on the play you want to be more aggressive, but some of these equipments are just very, very difficult to beat. So I think we just have to bring them in. Oh, we did have Fiery Confluence to blow up artifacts as well. Char is pretty poor in this matchup, but it's still removal. Jackpop is really weak, but it is a 1-drop, which is really relevant. Pretty difficult. Do we want Ancient? I'm pretty sure we do want Ancient Grudge. We could even add a Forest to the deck if to fetch with the Foothills. That seems really weak, but adding 2 green sources for the Ancient Grudge for the flashback might be okay. Really not sure about this. Maybe we don't want the Ancient. I don't think we want the Char then. How many answers do we have to their equipment? 1, 2, 3. Just 3. But we have a lot of interaction to kill things in response. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes Jit, so 5, 6, and well, 5.5 because that's not really 1. Still need to make one more cut. Yeah, I'm going to cut Ancient Grudge. It just doesn't do anything other than the equipment. And on the play, we do need to be more proactive. So, that could definitely be wrong, but I think we're going to run with that. And we would definitely like to play first. Turn 1 Ajani Vengeance is good, but nothing to follow up with. We're still going to keep, I think, just because turn 1 Ajani, tap down a land every turn. Oh, actually, we could cast Hellrider. Just attack for 4, and then now we're just going to play Ajani. This could very easily just win the game on the spot. Oh yeah, they just conceded. Yeah, sweet. So yeah, that was round 1. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in round 2. Peace.